5-year survivor for Deuce B colon cancer.
Dr. Ellis won't ask that question.
Hell, he won't. Turner said any topic in general surgery was fair game. Where's Courtney?
Bed 6 with a scalp lack. You got stopped bleeding?
He did indeed, and that means admit to medicine in the care of Dr. Jackson.
Slam dunk.
Oh, you don't have to act so happy about it.
He's trying to clean house. We got company coming tomorrow.
Who's that?
The great Langston Ellis.
Father of Courtney.
Dr. Turner's mentor.
Chair of surgery in Seattle. Word is he's brilliant in the OR and vicious on rounds.
This is done, and he's set for clinic, and I'd like to go to the library if that's okay.
You're not gonna get pimped by your own father, Courtney.
Trust me, that man is an equal opportunity pimper.
Any chance you might not show?
I give you better odds of the sun rising in the west.
We got a whale on the loading dock.
Oh, loading dock.
Might not be surgical.
Oh, God, please.
I'm pretty sure it's a surgical belly. Neighbors were groaning like he was in pain.
For how long?
3 days. I'm warning you, he doesn't smell so great.
Nice. What's that white stuff all over his body? Powdered sugar?
Sheetrock dust. We had to cut through a wall to get him out the house. Everybody take hold of a handle. We need to lift him on the gurney on 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right,
So what was that?
We're sick and we are fighting. Oh, the line. The way our burden shall be lightened. Open up our eyes, oh Lord, hold up the line. Hold it. There are days when it seems like no one cares. There are times when the burden seems too hard to bear. But you gave us your word, and you see us through the darkest night. Make it alright. I will keep on if you keep holding up the line. Your mighty beacon burning bright. Reveal the angels of the night. Open up our eyes. Hold up the light. Hold it.
Blood work shows you're very dehydrated, Mr. Tully. When was the last time you had something to drink?
Yesterday, I threw everything up.
Huh. What about food? Have you been eating?
I'm not hungry. I can't keep anything down. I got belly pain. Ow! I said I got belly pain, not give me some more.
Just checking for hernia.
Well, if you'd have asked me, I would have told you that I've had one for 1.5 years.
Okay. Well, why wasn't it repaired?
Smart-ass doctor diagnosed me, sent me home.
You were probably sent home to lose some weight, which I'm guessing you didn't do.
So here I am now to brighten your day, sunflower.
And brighten it you have.
I need a splint for the broken pinky in 4. Excuse me? Are we not talking at work now also? Because that could pose a problem.
I nodded, Jeffrey, meaning I heard you and I will take care of it, and don't accuse me of being unprofessional.
I don't want to have this conversation here either, but what choice do I have if you don't return my phone calls?
I do return your calls most of the time. I didn't last night because you weren't supposed to call in the first place. You were supposed to give me the night off.
Just wanted to see how it was going. All right, fine. I shouldn't have called you. I just feel like you're slipping away.
I told you, I need some room.
Hey, Grace, I can use a hand.
Hey, which I understand. But here, there's something I want you to read to prove my dedication.
When I get a minute.
Jeffrey, come on. It's not the day for chit-chat.
Dr. Turner, Norman Tully, severe dehydration, secondary to an incarcerated umbilical hernia, incarcerated by 600 pounds of fat.
Mr. Tully, how you doing? Oh, okay. You're going to need some surgery to fix this up, sir.
Yeah, so I hear.
We're going to go over here and plan a strategy, okay?
You want me to book the OR?
What do you think, Dana? Pretend it's tomorrow and Dr. Ellis is asking you.
I think yes. An incarcerated hernia needs to be repaired.
Only not just yet. You put a hypovolemic patient to sleep, you could arrest on induction.
Very good. How do we manage him?
We need to calculate his total body water deficit using his serum sodium and his body weight, which unfortunately he has no idea of.
Well, he's too big for any of the bed scales, so we're gonna have to make an estimate.
As sloppy fat as he is, could guess wrong by 100 pounds.
Let's lose the editorializing, Doctor.
I was just going to suggest that maybe we could weigh him using the truck scales down on the loading dock.
That's actually a good idea. Let's calculate his fluid deficit, replace his volume, and then we'll fix the hernia. Who's taking him?
I've got a case with Dr. Alvarez.
You guys work it out.
You lazy ass, Damon. Why are you always trying to get out of something?
Hey, cut it out, all right? Damon will be more than happy to help you with Tully. Won't take but a minute, and Alvarez can find another assistant, okay?
Hey, welcome, baby.
Morning, Lynette.
Morning, Ben.
What brings you down here?
I'm taking over the nurse manager position until things settle down.
Director's job's not keeping you busy enough?
I was busy. I just wasn't where I needed to be. These people need a liaison to the police and investigation, someone to calm their nerves.
And that should be you?
Who better?
I could think of a few people, Lynette.
This is gonna go on a while. According to the detectives, there are no solid leads and at least 150 employees with some kind of criminal record. The interviews could take 6 months, and then God only knows if it was one of them at all. These women are terrified, but at least if they see I'm sticking it out, they will too.
I just want to be sure you're okay.
I'm fine, Ben.
Okay. See you around. Thanks for the coffee.
I'm being deposed on the Elliott case in a few minutes.
If you don't have enough on your plate, let me know how it goes.
Dr. Turner, we got a paramedic unit bringing in some bozo jumped in front of a bus. Scoop and run.
Thanks, Mandy.
Bozo, that's cold.
Heads up, I got a real bag of bones here. Played chicken with a bus doing 40 miles an hour.
Let's put him in trauma 1. Let's go.
You said bozo, you really meant bozo.
Yeah, this little jackleg circus over by the sports arena.
On my count.
Must be an employee.
1, 2, 3.
How did he get hit? Suicide attempt, according to a witness.
Get a sonogram on this belly.
Somebody get that nose off, please.
Nose jobs are my specialty. Need a sonogram for his belly?
On its way.
It's pretty distended.
Thanks. Blood everywhere. Probably a liver crack. Maybe the spleen as well. Better call the alarm.
I could use the hand. Let's get him out of here. You remember how to do trauma surgery?
If I don't, this case will remind me awful quick. This ought to be a million laughs.
Before we start, I want to say we've all been made aware of your recent traumatic event. And your bravery and courage in meeting with us so soon after is commendable and greatly appreciated.
Prove it by dropping the whole thing.
Shall we begin? So you were aware that Ben Turner was arrested earlier that same day?
Yes.
And you were also aware that the arresting patrolman was Officer Elliott?
Well, it was sort of common knowledge.
You heard it through the grapevine, or Ben Turner told you so himself?
Well, he didn't bring it up, but eventually he told us, yes.
What did he tell you, Miss Peeler?
That he was face down in the asphalt watching Officer Elliott rip out his back seats.
When did he tell you that?
It came up in conversation during the surgery.
I see. How did it come up?
Dr. Turner didn't want to talk about it, but someone mentioned that the man on the table was the cop who arrested him that morning for DWB, and he acknowledged it, is all.
DWB, what does that mean, Miss Peeler?
It's a common expression that we use. It means driving while black.
An expression that we use?
That black people use.
Has that happened to you, Miss Peeler? Have you been stopped for DWB?
Yes, I have.
You have been pulled over for no other apparent reason than driving while being black? You've had that experience?
There wasn't a single person in that operating room who hadn't had that experience.
Is that right? So everyone in the operating room was African American?
Yes.
And they all had stories to tell?
Yes.
And they told those stories right there in the operating room during surgery?
I don't see what operating room conversation has to do with quality of care, Counselor.
State of mind, Mr. Briggs. You have 5 angry black people operating on a white cop who arrested one of them that same day. They're swapping war stories, and the villain in their stories is lying unconscious on the table, at their mercy.
No one was at anyone's mercy.
I think I've got what I need from Nurse Peeler for the time being,
We
gentlemen.
gave him excellent care. We saved his leg.
That's all for now. Thank you, Nurse.
Maybe if we give it a running start.
We hit the scale wrong, the gurneys could tip.
Yeah, and you all dropped me on the floor once already. Isn't that right, Sonny?
Name is Dr. Ellis. Let's go again.
I'm gonna call you Sonny for Sunflower because you're such a cheery little thing.
1, 2, 3.
You need a little more meat on those bones, baby.
Can you use a little less on yours, Mr. Tully?
That ain't exactly front page news, Sonny.
Name's Courtney. Sir, please don't do your arm like that. It cuts off the IV.
Ooh, you're awfully strict, Santino. That's from The Godfather. Sonny Corleone's full name was Santino.
So, Santino, are you strict with everybody or just with me?
Let's go again. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Hey, Santino, you gonna talk to me?
Mr. Tully, we're having a very busy day, and I haven't slept much this week. So if I'm being curt with you, I apologize, but please stop calling me Sunny or Sunflower, any other derivation of the two, okay? 1, 2, 3.
You're gonna bust a gut, honey.
My name is Courtney Ellis, you fat-ass son of a bitch. Now shut the hell up. You, over here. Push harder. Now. Now! Minus the bed, he's 518 pounds. Take him back to the ER.
Excuse me, my stomach is tightening up something terrible.
Could be a strangulated obstruction.
Find Dr. Turner and call the OR. Let him know we're coming.
Oh, man, I should have stayed downstairs.
That's messy, all right. The more we do, the more he bleeds.
I'm losing ground, Ben. Best we can do is damage control. Pack the liver and get the hell out of here.
I don't think this packing's doing any good. I can't think of any other ideas, so some more pads?
Count them as we go.
This man's name is Jersey Messina. His granddaughter's outside in tears. I sent her down to the waiting room.
Why don't you go out and talk to her? And hang a little crepe. Let her down easy.
Yeah, well, she's gonna have to start shopping for a coffin.
Well, the least we can do is get him over to the unit, and maybe the family can see him before he dies.
The guy's strangulating. His pain's worse. Belly tense.
Courtney, put your mask up. I assume you're talking about Mr. Tully?
Yeah, he's down in room 3. He's gonna need a bowel resection, septic shock, the whole 9 yards.
Okay, settle down. Can you finish up here? Unless you prefer to work on bachelor number 2.
No. I prefer to stay right where I am.
Dr. Lou, please call the page operator. Dr. Lou, please call the page operator.
What is it, Doc? Is he all right or what?
Excuse me a minute. I'm gonna be right back.
I hope he's gonna be all right. That yes or no? What was that? What was that?
Ben, I know you're rushing, but I think I made a mess of my deposition, and I just had to give you fair warning.
What happened?
They twisted things I said. I stupidly mentioned DWB and how we were swapping stories. They made it sound like a hate crime. I'm so sorry.
Stop. Nothing to be sorry about.
You should have seen their attorney. His eyes lit up like pinballs.
That. I've been sued before, but I've never had a judgment against me because I've always told the truth.
Ben.
Thanks for the heads up, but DWB or no DWB, everything will be fine.
I hope so.
Dr. Turner, we're ready.
No worries.
Dr. Stewart.
Hey, you all set with the family?
Well, I couldn't do it. You know, maybe it would be better if someone with a little more experience took a whack at it.
Well, it's a damn tough thing to do, isn't it?
Tell me about it.
All right, well, I'll talk to him. Why don't you take our man here over to the unit?
I need everyone to pull on his or her retractor, Dr. Ellis.
Damn it.
I'll get it.
It's contaminated.
All right, everybody, let's rest a minute. Not fun. All right, bowel looks viable, so it's just a matter of fixing the hernia.
Ben, I'm having a heck of a time keeping him ventilated. Are you sure I can put his head up just a little?
No, the pannus flops down and I lose all my exposure.
There ought to be a tax on flagrant obesity.
Every case can't be simple, Courtney.
All I'm saying is that this is self-inflicted, Dr. Radley.
Enough, you two. Let's go. You've hold on the hooks and the suture to me.
It just wasn't that one. I refused to take that.
Excuse me. I'm Dr. Stewart, and you must be the Messina family.
I'm Shelley Messina. Jersey's my grandfather. How is he, Doctor?
Well, his injuries are extremely serious, and we can never give up hope. But it would be a miracle if he survived even the next few hours.
Yeah, I knew that. I saw him get hit, and I tried to stop him, but it was too late. He was really upset this morning losing Eleanor.
Was that a relative?
That was his elephant.
So she died?
No, she was repossessed by the finance company. He was way in the dumps even before that. Times just haven't been good, you know?
Well, I'm sorry to be bringing such bad news.
We appreciate all you're doing. See, we're all pretty upset about this. Circus people are like one big family.
And that people are just dying to get out of.
We have him in the intensive care unit.
He might be hungry. He didn't eat good before he left this morning.
Aren't you listening? Jersey's halfway to Bakersfield.
That bad?
I'm sorry, I have to get back.
You understand, Doctor. God bless you.
Stable vitals. Sodium's down to 143. Urine's a little low at 15 to 20 ml an hour.
How you doing, Mr. Tully?
My belly hurts.
When you feel pain, see this button? Push that and you get some medication.
Did you fix the hernia, Doc?
We did.
I'm real glad of that. Because now I can get on with the weight loss.
We can help you with that.
Get me on the Dick Gregory?
Dick Gregory? Bahamian diet before your time. It's a long story.
You see, I never wanted to be like this. Nobody in their right mind would. Ain't that right, Dr. Ellis? Fat, stinking, a burden on everyone. And on top of that, I got a nasty tongue. But you forgive me that, okay? Because sometimes it's just the lashing out on account of the embarrassment. But I'm really gonna try to lose the weight. I'm gonna be a normal man. You know what I dream about, Doc?
What's that?
Going into a Brooks Brothers and buying me a pinstripe suit off the rack and putting a carnation in my lapel and walking down Rodeo Drive, the coolest cat on the street.
Sounds like a plan. You get some rest. Let's move on.
I'm sorry. Your grandfather's gone.
Can we go see him now?
I'll take you there.
Oh, I ain't gone.
Can't you just smile, be nice, and go see him?
I know how he looks. That lush has been embalming himself for 20 years.
Stop it, Happy. Don't speak about my grandfather that way.
Yeah, I see you as this way.
Hey, you got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
I just got through reading your resignation letter.
Well, it's official.
Is it? Dr. Turner seen this?
He will tomorrow.
Then I'm going to spend a moment right now and beg you not to do this.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't.
Because you're smothering me. And if there's any hope for us to be together after I leave, you've got to back off. This is not the way to do that.
Well, no, the decision's been made, Grace.
It's bad for you, and it's terrible for us.
You always said you wanted me to be spontaneous, right? Well, I decided that now was the time.
It's not.
Ah, life's a bitch, ain't it?
Excuse me?
You gonna let her just walk away?
No, I...
Yeah, you don't smother them, and they get you for not paying enough attention. It's always something.
Yeah. It's always something.
But life is too tough to be by your lonesome. So you gotta sweet-talk them as long as you got the breath. Or get someone who can help you out in that regard.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe I could speak to her for you. You know, melt her with a little song and dance. Hey, but if I'm being inappropriate...
No, wait. Maybe if I write a poem, you could read it to her?
Sweet talk, huh? Yeah, like Cyrano de Bergerac. Oh, good. Cost you $100.
Oh, I only got 50. 47, actually.
Yeah, well, don't expect Barrymore, huh? Better get writing, Doc. Tick-tock.
How many? The entire thing was a total mess. There was food everywhere. And all this was my own things. She's like,
Hey! There's Grace Patterson. I climb the highest mountain, I'd swim the ocean blue, I'd cross the hottest desert just to be close to you. I will follow you to the ends of the earth until you say I do. Only then will the words to all those love songs be true. Loving you, Joffrey Weiss, and D. Don't look at me. I didn't write them. See ya. Hey, listen, if nobody's doing anything, call me a cab. Oh, hey, somebody better get over there. I think you got a flat line in the corner. All right, nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Ben, glad I found you. You got a minute?
I've got patients to see.
But you wanted to know your deposition was canceled.
Canceled? Why?
The case was settled.
Settled?
We didn't have a choice. Lynette Peeler's deposition gave him an atom bomb.
Whatever we talked about in that operating room had nothing to do with the quality of care.
Cutting on a patient, a cop that arrested you, no less, while you're playing the dozens about DWB. In a court of law, Ben, that's hate crime territory.
For God's sake, Ron, we were just talking, man.
Just talking cost us $2.5 million.
You're kidding.
If you let me settle this, we could have cut our losses at 50 grand. Talk ain't cheap at all.
Excuse me.
It's in the esophagus.
He bumped his S-key segments, went into V-fib, then flatlined.
Bradley, you do compression.
I'm pretty sure he aspirated, but I can't see a thing.
Courtney, look. Yep. Pull straight up. See the vocal cord?
Okay, now I do. Give me the tube. Sounds good.
We got Epi on board?
He's had a full round of everything. We already shocked him once.
Hold compressions. Charge him up.
You're hot.
Clear.
Still flatline.
Resume compression.
I'm not even sure we're perfusing him with the CPR. He's just too big.
Crack his chest, Dr. Turner?
Won't do any good. Hold compressions.
Still nothing.
Resume. Dr. Turner, resume CPR?
No. I'll mark the time.
Got it.
Could be you insulting him to death.
You bastard! You bastard! You miserable bastard!
Pull out! What the hell is this?
I was just kidding. It was a joke!
It wasn't a joke, it was sick!
All right, back up. Now listen. I will regard this as an absolute low point, meaning this will never happen again. You hear me? You understand? Do you understand? Everybody get back to work.
You guys hear what Courtney Ellis did to me?
You got around.
I've had it with her. I'm talking disciplinary action.
From what I hear, you were the one out of line.
You don't throw it in somebody's face when their patient dies.
The bitch slapped me for telling a joke.
Maybe it wasn't funny.
And I'm not too keen on you calling her a bitch.
What kind of hold does she have on you guys?
Nothing on me.
Me either.
You don't see how she answers every question on rounds and scarfs up all the operative cases? She's trying to make us look lazy.
No, she's making you look lazy.
It's no secret you avoid work. You're lucky Courtney's around to take up your slack.
I'm trying to get by in a new place. And this is what I get?
You want to get by, you keep your mouth shut and you do your work.
Whipped.
I hope normal people struggle with these things, because it's damn near impossible with little sausage fingers like mine.
What are you trying to do to me?
I don't take your reference.
Paying out a $2.5 million settlement makes me look like I screwed up.
You did.
No, sir, I didn't. That guy got a textbook result, and you know it.
5 black folks talking trash over a white cop who arrested the surgeon who's cutting on him. Don't know, sir. Me, at $2.5 million, we're getting off cheap.
You know what that does to my reputation?
Reputation? Your reputation is not a subject that I am interested in. Now, if you will excuse me, I'm hosting the Secretary of State.
If you're trying to drive me out, you can forget it, because I'll fight you all the way.
And you'll lose.
Do you always try to ruin people's lives just because they piss you off?
You exposed my private life against my wishes. You made an enemy. Deal with the consequences or get out of town. And I'd prefer the latter. Now, excuse me.
Collecting your money?
Signing some papers.
You know, without the work we did in that operating room, you'd be walking around on an artificial leg.
I don't know anything.
I guess I never quite understood how much hate one man could hold in his heart.
I don't hate you, Doc. As far as I'm concerned, you're the best thing that ever happened to me.
Grace! Grace!
Could you give us a minute?
So?
So what?
So what'd you think of the clown?
I hated him, Jeffrey. It was the single most humiliating moment of my life.
Come on, where's your sense of humor?
Was that supposed to be funny? Has everything that I've said to you about not smothering me and giving me some time all just been a joke to you?
No, I just want to show you how much I care.
I'm leaving, Jeffrey. We had some wonderful times together, and we've been through a lot, but it's over.
Gracie, come on, please.
Goodbye. Good luck.
You're serious? No, if I'm up there, we can work on it.
There's nothing to work on. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Maintenance to third floor nurses station. Maintenance to third floor nurses station. Mrs. Garcia to OR recovery. Mrs. Garcia to OR recovery.
Am I getting kicked out of the program?
No. Being overwrought is never grounds for dismissal. But I don't like you jiggering the call schedule so you're on call 4 nights straight.
My father coming to town. I was just working to free up some time, that's all.
And you're working to prepare cases, and you're studying every spare minute. It's no wonder you're slugging your colleagues. You need sleep.
That will never happen again.
And you're insulting patients. What's that about?
I am truly sorry for that. And that Mr. Tully isn't alive to hear an apology.
Well, you can redeem yourself by never again letting a bias about a patient leak into your medicine.
I really hope that you don't think I compromised his care.
That was never in question. But take it from me, words count.
I understand that, Dr. Turner, and I will work on that. I promise.
Good, see that you do. Go home, get some sleep.
Think my father ever teed off on a patient?
I've seen his frustrations get the best of him once or twice.
I guess it's excusable if you're a genius, though, right?
Also, if you're an intern. Go home. Wendell.
Hey, Doc. What can I do for you?
Did Dr. Winders finish the post on Norman Tully?
Yeah, about an hour ago.
Was there any indication that I missed something in the abdomen?
Well, I doubt that, but I can check for you. Have a seat.
Appreciate that.
Tully. All chambers dilated, left main coronary artery completely occluded. This guy had the heart of a 90-year-old.
Is that what killed him?
Massive MI. Had a cousin around 600 pounds, died at age 27. All he ever dreamed about doing was going to a baseball game. Couldn't leave the house.
This guy wanted to wear a suit.
Sad, lonely people. Anything else?
You going out?
Yeah, well, I thought I might. Why, you want to join me?
Don't mind if I do.
I can escort you from here.
It's okay. Thanks.
Good night, man. Look, I'm sorry about what happened in the unit. I didn't mean anything by it. Wesley and Arthur already gave me a stern talking to, and I can see their point. I was out of line.
I guess maybe I was too. I mean, all the craziness that's been going on and my father coming to town, I just sort of freaked out, I guess.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I gotta make sure I study so I don't look so dumb in front of them.
Same here. Wait, were you just waiting for me just now, or?
No, my car's over there. You should really let me walk you to yours. You pack a pretty mean wallet, but that rapist is probably meaner.
Yeah, I used to be a nice, kind, gentle girl.
Residency will sure beat that out of you.
Ain't it a shame? See you later, Damon.
Drive safe.
2.5 million they settled for.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of pork chops. Especially since you ain't done a damn thing wrong.
Starting to wonder about that. It's like everything I touch lately turns to crap.
Oh, you're as good as they come, Doc. Yeah, you know that. Can't start feeling sorry for yourself.
Another?
No. One's my limit.
Clay.
Yeah, maybe you ought to slow down, too. You put them last ones away pretty fast.
I lost 2 people today.
The clown was a suicide, and the big fella had an MI, remember?
Still feels like a losing streak.
So what you gonna do about that?
Yeah, here you go.
Punk out, take yourself out the game? I ain't hearing that. That's exactly what they want you to do. You know what? Ain't a damn thing wrong with you that a nice warm hug won't cure. No, don't look at me. I ain't your type.
I come to work, go back to sleep, go home, come back to work. For what? Food, man. Wednesday, I got no life.
Wait, where you going?
Long drive home.
Now, you ain't driving nowhere, Doc. Sit your ass down. Have a drink. Where we at?
Right here. There's a light. All right.
Yeah, you want to pick you up in the morning?
No.
All right. Sure you're going to remember where your car's parked, huh?
Of course I remember. Thank you. And good night.
Good night.
Yes? Who's there?
Ben Turner. Evening, Dr. Bennington. I'm sorry, were you sleeping? Is it real late?
But what are you doing here?
Well, I was in the neighborhood and I thought that, I don't know what I was thinking.
Are you all right?
I guess I was hoping you could tell me.
You're drunk, aren't you?
No. Yeah, you know, this is a bad idea. It's a very bad idea. Can you call me a taxi?
Why don't you come inside? I've got tea on.
Thanks. It's very hospitable. It's very British.
seat. Please.
Nice tunes.
I'll make the tea now. Please. Sit.
You have a really nice, lovely place here.
Thank you.
Can you stop the rain and fall down? Can you stop that old sun from shining? One makes the world go round.
Damn!
Sometime I have to say, yeah.
This is wild. You know, I've never done anything like this. Well, once or twice in college, but yeah, it was college, so.
So why the revival?
It's a very bad day.
What brought you to me?
I didn't want to be alone tonight. And I couldn't think of anyone else that I'd rather be with.
Oh, hold that thought. You know, since I am on call tonight, I suppose we could consider this visit in the line of duty.